I'm bored.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tomes aplenty to guide you in your search.
Those tomes wouldn't happen to have letters in them, would they?
I'm really bored. That's why I'm playing doing this. I don't know.
What will happen to Mid and the others? They'll be fine as long as Sid is...
Alright, let's do it. Okay, let's see what this mission is.
Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary.
Okay. Okay.
She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best visitor before too long.
Alright, alright. Alright, let's do this. We'll do this for you, buddy. Gotta do these side missions, and I'll do the main missions.
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. We all admire you.
I will. Until then, we owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve...
After this, I'm gonna go back to... After I beat this game, I'm gonna go back to Zelda. And finish off Zelda.
There must be
Yeah, I'm not using a capture card for this. Whatever, I'm too lazy to use a capture card. If I do have a capture card, I could easily use it and connect to my PS5 and use a capture card, but I have to set up the streams and all of that. And I don't know, I'm just not... I just don't have the energy to do that, so I'm doing the easy way, using broadcast through the system. But for the Xbox, you cannot stream on YouTube through the system. Hey Anthony, now I gotta go to this town over here, do the mission here. Oh my, 300. Well, that's pretty far. How do I get there? How do I get there? Because I've never been there before. How do I get there? Shit. Do I go up here? It's dark, so it's gonna be harder to get there. Okay, nope, no. I can't see anything. Okay, now how do I get there? I go through here? There seems like... Oh, maybe I do go through here. No, I don't think that's it. Damn, now it's daytime? How the fuck? Oh, is there a passageway through here? Maybe up the stairs here? It's possibly leads the way, right? Yep, I think I found the way. Right. Hey, Blighted. There we go. Found its way. Oh, there's some villains here. There's some ads. Not much. I'm stronger than these guys. I haven't either. Alright. Oh, there, I gotta slay this thing. Okay.
Rodrigo could have mentioned the spiders would be the size of pearls.
These little things, and that shouldn't be hard. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh my god. I don't want to. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, I really hate that move. Yeah, I like the fire moves. The Phoenix moves, awesome moves. There we go. Kicked his ass. Kicked her ass. Alright, now I gotta go back. And, you know, I'm gonna put this. You know, I might put this on my threads because since the threads is main feed is all over the place right now, maybe some random people will come and watch. I don't know. So I'm going to do that right now. There, I'm done.
Hopefully one will.
Final Fantasy is a good series. One of the best series.
Enough.
Alright. Gotta go back. No, like it's a very different. This Final Fantasy is very different from the other Final Fantasies. This is more story oriented than grinding levels, getting stronger, traveling maps. All right. Here we go.
Thank goodness you're back.
Is this what you need?
All right.
Yes, it is. It may be it.
Harja.
How are you feeling?
Light.
Good. Just relax. Let the waves carry you to a better place.
Thank you, Daya.
He's gone. Thank you.
Oh, he died.
And you, Clive?
See that he's properly laid to rest.
Oh well. Time to move on. That's really good
The
graphics.
man you helped today was my mentor back in the Southern Isles. On the front line, I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents.
What we would be lost without.
Tears of mercy.
And the kindness Sid would have...
You know as well as I, a commander may care nothing for the bearer spent in his service. But my mentor's gift gave the dying one fleeting mo. I've no tears left, Clive. I've seen something needs to change. And we need to be the ones to change it.
And we will. I promise.
I hope so.
Time to do a story mission. This is a story mission. I'm way off in the story, guys, so this is not even close to the beginning. Maybe you see some cool Elcon battles. Since ever Degrassi? Oh, 13!
Oh, all right, Clive.
Oh, the one with lightning? Oh my god.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Aine has one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
Certainly.
Alright. Alright. Story mission time.
What do you know of Barnabas Thumb?
Yeah, that's the one with lightning as the main character. I didn't like that game, honestly.
And he sailed to Ash from southern lands. But it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne.
I liked
And that his sword
5, 7, 8,
can
10.
the very threads of creation.
I do like 14, a role-playing game.
But don't lose any sleep over our last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
Back in the day, there used to be a Final Fantasy games every single year. Every single year, used to be like a Final Fantasy game. Every single year or two, there used to be at least a Final Fantasy game. Now it takes
Company!
more than at least 3 years for another Final Fantasy game. I think Final Fantasy 15 came out when? 2015, maybe? 2016, 2015? The Final Fantasy 15? The predecessor before this? A long time ago, 5 or 6 years ago. 14 came out in 2013, and that was obviously a MMO. 12 came out like in 2006 or 2007. I remember that. And then yeah, 12, 11 was a role-playing game. Actually, 14 is actually a sequel to 11. And then 10 came out. 10 came out when the PS2 came out. A year after the PS2 came out. The 10 was really good. It was the first Final Fantasy game with voiceovers. Good story too. Yeah, alright. Yeah, these are like the main villains. Well, the main villain, the main henchmen of the main villain, whatever you want to call them.
How are we doing, mate? I thought you said that ship was fast.
Pretty weak, 28, that's it. Take that, asshole. Take this. Okay. I'm gonna stagger this asshole. Alright, yeah, here we go. Take your shots in, guys. Just take your free shots. Take that. Yeah, he hit me, don't worry. Holy shit. There we go. Kicked his ass. There you go.
That was easy enough.
Too easy.
Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain. Clive.
Oh, this asshole. This asshole.
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Holy shit. Today?
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemy?
Makes sense, yeah. Oh, good fucking lord.
For another round. Lord Rosfield. My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my own? No matter, heads will roll all the same. Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are ya? Oh, bother me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
I'm telling you, voice actors are so underrated. They deserve more credit, voice actors, than they are treated. Who are the voice actors? Well, are they also part of SAG? Because voice actors also are not just voice actors; they're also or Sage, whatever. They're also actual actors too, right? Like for example, Tara Strong. It's not just a voice actress. Nolan North, same. So. Yeah. You know what? If WWE, I'll say this about wrestlers, Degrassi, I think you might agree here. SAG should try to incorporate wrestlers into their union. And I know some wrestlers are under SAG, but only SAG can represent them in their acting career, right? And not in the wrestling career. But I think SAG should include the wrestling career, should incorporate the wrestling side for the wrestlers, because technically wrestling is entertainment. I know there's some people who say wrestling should be a sport. It's not a sport. It's entertainment. It's a form of entertainment. So I think SAG should incorporate wrestling into their union. I've been thinking about that, and because if they did, they could easily. I know that's a problem. I know that's a problem. That's true, Degrassi, but that's you know wrestlers that are in the WWE are under SAG. They're under SAG. It's true. Some of them are, but they can't represent. It doesn't represent because they have Asians. It doesn't represent. They can't do anything for a wrestling career, but they can do for outside of wrestling, right? But you're right, Degrassi. It's sad though. And realistically, Degrassi, they should, right? They should, right? If you really think about it, they should. You know, Jesse Ventura's been, trying to get a wrestling union for a long time. And you know the famous story about Jesse Ventura, how he got ratted out, right? Supposedly Hogan. Because, in wrestling, they have this belief, you're an independent contractor. You're not. If you're signed to WWE, you're not an independent contractor. Because the definition of independent contractor means you could sign with multiple companies, right? You could be with WWE, you could be with AEW, you could sign with AEW and be signed to AEW at the same time, or you could do some stuff overseas. But Vince McMahon is getting away with it illegally. Well, WWE is getting illegally away with it. The independent contractor shit. They're getting away with it illegally. It's just not a big issue going all the way to the Supreme Court to get it all solved. It's just not a big issue. It's minuscule.
And wholly
this guy's an asshole.
You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
In 5 days? Well, today is the 7th. Okay, you're right. Today is the 7th. They say the 12th, right? Yeah, 7th is today. So yeah, 5 days. Okay.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them.
This is like the most rated R Game of Thrones S Final Fantasy game out there. This game is like this. When I started off this game, I'm like, what the hell? This is not the Final Fantasy I knew.
Good luck, Uncle. A fair wind to you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Cheerio! Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
I'm on my phone during these cutscenes.
Riga of mercy.
Do you remember that Final Fantasy movie they made back, what was it, 2001? The Spirits Within? I was so excited for a Final Fantasy movie, but that movie sucked.
What have I done?
Yeah, you're an asshole. That's why you died, bitch.
My lord.
Looking at Final Fantasy VII Part 2! Oh, yeah. This means I can't go anywhere else, man. I only could go here. Big story mission. And the main villain here in this game is named Ultima. Yeah, Ultima. His mission is, I don't know, to control the body of the main character, you know who I am.
Maintain our current
It calls them mythos. There's a I don't know.
Catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours.
Uh-oh.
Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those
Uh-oh.
You feel that?
Uh-oh.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Let's see what she can do. Damn right. Barbie? Oh, the screening? You're going for a screening, early screening?
Leads, so does the other follow.
This guy fucking Olden. Fuck off.
Joins them, condemning both to the same fate.
You're so... You got manipulated by Ultima!
Every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh, crap.
But then, there is
is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Greagor's gash!
Barnabas.
Hard apart! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
Oh, the thing about this game, DeGrasse, there's a lot of cutscenes. A lot of cutscenes, unnecessary stuff. It's true.
It's now or never.
Too long cutscenes. Some of these games have too long cutscenes. This game has a lot of long cutscenes. Hey, he's right behind you, asshole. Hey, he's right there. Oh, some people just love gameplay. Alright, we're gonna fight this guy. We're gonna fight. Oh, I guess not. Come on. It's like watching a movie, right? Cutscenes is basically just watching a movie. It's like watching a good movie. Oh shit. Oh, fuck. This asshole. Yeah, staggered ass. You're gonna be dead soon, buddy. So throw away. Okay. I don't know, the role-playing element, leveling up, traveling, grinding, I don't know. Oh, maybe I have to go up here? Oh yeah, I have to look for Jill.
I need to hurry.
That's right, Jill. Did he? I don't know. Did he? That's gonna. Is that fight really gonna happen? Yo, that's gonna draw. That's gonna be the biggest. Zuckerberg versus Elon. That's gonna be the biggest fight ever. I don't care. Like, I don't care who do you have in the history of fights. It's the biggest fight. It's gonna draw so much. It's gonna draw so much money. Have so many eyes watching it. You know, you just know. You just know it's gonna be the biggest fight ever. There's nothing bigger than that. It's bigger than a freaking Super Bowl, man. It's bigger than the World Cup. Let's be honest. Elon versus Zuckerberg would be bigger than the World Cup. Yeah, I said that's bigger than the World Cup. Soccer World Cup. Yeah, the male soccer. Yeah, me too, me too. I don't know what Jack Dorsey is feeling right now, knowing, oh my god, I have this alternative to Twitter, but all of a sudden Threads comes out, he's like, what the fuck? What the hell did this come out? So he probably knew about it. Jack Dorsey probably knew about this potential Threads app from Meta or Facebook, whatever you want to call them. Instagram, yeah, I have it. Not JR's barbecue sauce, Degrassi? Not Jim Moss's barbecue sauce? Yeah, Instagram, yeah, you have to sign up with Threads with Instagram. And apparently if you delete your Thread, you have to delete your Instagram. It sucks. That's an option that they have to go do away with. If you want it, you shouldn't have to delete both, just to delete one. Yeah.
She must be inside.
We're in the streaming wars, Degrassi, right? So which studio's gonna pick up? Which studio's gonna pick up, whether it's a TV show or a movie, the social media wars? Which studio's gonna pick that up? Because you know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen, right? Eventually, right? I know, social network. Oh, okay. But which studio is going to pick up the social media wars? Do you remember what happened to MySpace? Some of you might be too young to remember what happened to MySpace. I remember what happened to MySpace. I think I was just here. Wasn't it? That's pretty cool. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh, really? That's cool.
She wants
Good, I want chronological free. That's good. Yes, you could, yes, I know that. I know that. You could have 5-minute videos on Threads. They need a desktop option. I want a desktop option too. That's gonna come. I know they're gonna do a desktop option. That's gonna come in. Obviously, they're gonna do it. That's obvious. Oh shit.
You came.
Get back.
Clive, how did you?
I'll explain later. Hands.
Threads is. I'll say what's best. I'll say what Threads is like. Threads is the whole system set up, the whole interface. It's basically Twitter. It's basically what Twitter looks like right now. Except it has the function right now. It's in beta mode, so it still has the issues of seeing posts from people you're not following, right? And like Degrassi says, they're gonna make you an option to do that. Yeah, they're gonna do desktop and hashtags. They have no hashtags yet. Yeah. But that's like Bowser. But here's the problem, guys. As exciting as Threads is, and it's just gonna turn into another Twitter, another social media site platform, where it's gonna be drama, where you have to mute and block and just stuff like that. Where it's gonna be drama. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. They all fall into that trap, guys. You could go to this new social media platform and expect not drama to happen. It happens. It's all gonna. It's sad. Like, I'm sorry. Social media is a form of insanity. You think a new social media platform is gonna be? They have been, but I don't know, man. Yeah, they add those a little bit, but I'm not talking about like misinformation. I'm talking about like the Snyder Cut people. People getting in fights for no reason. Fan bases going at each other, calling people, not just fan bases, just. And you have to understand. Since it's Instagram has much more people than Twitter on it. There's a lot more people on Instagram than Twitter. Twitter is not the biggest social media platform in terms of users. It's actually Instagram has a lot more.
I think so.
Oh, I rescued Jill. Yeah.
But to where?
Yeah. I know. It's just that Degrassi. I wish you didn't have to do the option for stuff you don't want to see, right? Right? I wish you could do like Twitter, where you just see what people. You have the option of seeing what you want to follow, not just from other follow. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's right now there's Degrassi, but like you said, I bet you're gonna have an option, right? They're gonna fix that, right? I hope.
And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black, and all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause.
Yes, yes, it helps.
Not What if we destroy the last of the mother crystals and
It seems like Zuckerberg he knows what he's doing, or the people in charge of Meta know what they're doing with this. It's not going to be chaotic, because the difference between Zuckerberg and Elon, Zuckerberg, if Meta, they know how to run social media. Zuckerberg, because they help create it, right? Yes, and Elon Musk just happens to inherit it by Twitter without any experiencing how to run a social media platform, how to run something like this, and you could completely tell Zuckerberg, you could completely tell Elon Musk has no clue what he's doing with Twitter, and he's running into the ground. He's like the dumbest billionaire out there. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of dumb billionaires, obviously, but he's obviously the number one dumbest billionaire out there in terms of the spotlight. And Elon Musk, the guy tweets a lot too, man. This billionaire has no life. And this guy has a subscriber. You can subscribe to him on Twitter. This freaking billionaire needs subscribers. What the fuck, man? Why does a billionaire need subscribers? Let me ask you that. It's because he's not really as rich as everybody says he is? Yeah. Degrassi. I think when Blinden was on a couple days ago, I think we said, why did it live this week? It was really a big F you to Elon. Zuckerberg wanted to go live now this week as a big F you to Elon. I'm fighting Mr. Barnabas, that's his name, but he's really... Oh, almost... Kick your ass, asshole. That's a... funny. That's funny. It is really cool. This is not even the best part. Oh yeah. I'm a little too aggressive here. Oh shit, I missed him. Oh fuck.
And thus is the light of hope severed.
He has a test base here for us. There's a braid ship. That's actually pretty funny.
You would yield so soon.
Who says I'm yielding, bitch?
Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name.
Ultima. He's talking about Ultima.
We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos, you wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations.
This is good storytelling. Better than some movies out there, man. Why do video games have better storytelling than movies now? I'm sorry. Like,
Why,
I'm sorry.
servants to God.
Manners, Lord.
You know what?
They are men, like you and me.
They need to hire video game writers.
Ones unburdened by the wills that drive.
Oh, this fucking asshole again. Oh my god, I hate this guy.
They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps...
Oh, that's true. The Grassy Log Hall wires do write on video games. That is 100% fact. Yes, true. I know, it's true.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance.
Well, I guess it's because you have to do... I guess it's because for video games, the games like this, you're writing for like, I don't know, 40 hours? 40 hours? Instead of where movies are writing for at least 4 or 5 hours, have to cut down to 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Of course, TV you have to write for multiple episodes, right? Whether it's a limited series or not. I guess video game writing, that's right. Writing for a video game is probably a lot harder than writing for a movie or a TV show. It just depends on the kind of game. Like this one. Look at this game, for example. If you see some games if you just watch games for cutscenes on YouTube, they're long as movies or even longer than movies. If you really... Oh yeah. I'd say video game writers or comic writers are probably a little more creative.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it.
Oh, how did they get Blue Cane? What's Blue Cane? Who's Blue Cane? Who is Blue Cane?
This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master.
What the fuck?
Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do.
Is it? Oh look at it! Oh look at that! Blue Cane? Really? There's really a guy named Blue Cane?
I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
And he looks fat. He looks fat too.
Do you though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved.
Odin kicked my ass, man.
It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted.
Hey, you know
How you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used
a little bit, Degrassi. A little bit. I haven't seen the first 2 episodes yet.
What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so low. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Oh, about to go out well. Oh,
I think I might be beyond.
Oh my god. You get to see some great stuff.
Provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do.
What? As a YouTube has a castle BF for this?
And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
If this is what you want, then
Degrassi, you gotta take a look at this.
Don't worry, Clyde. It is.
It deserves to be a hit. Okay.
I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
but I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, part of me.
Yeah, Boo Kane, you gotta see this. I sent you a DM. What the hell? Is this how they have sex? I'm kidding, guys.
If I am to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Oh yeah. Hurry up!
We will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know.
Just kiss though already. Get Lord. Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes of this. Come on. There we go. Oh, we can see that. Yes, a Final Fantasy rated R for you. Ah. Okay.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine.
Oh, the Mother Crystal.
Mother Crystal.
Oh yeah, let's kick them.
Heya is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
information. Trust me. Press the PS button for details.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two, but there's talk.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? I'll stop.
Show me a city with it.
We're running out of time. We've done our best. Still.
Let's hope so. We should visit Joshua. Assuming to... We'll allow it.
Okay, what do you need, buddy?
Heard the bad news then.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from
the village.
Safe from the flood from Zoltan and the Doris.
Alright, let's do this.
If he didn't. You reckon we should tell him?
No.
Yeah.
I gotta do this side mission. Jesus Christ, how many side missions are there?
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer.
Clive!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. Hold up. Enough of...
Well done.
I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost, keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without...
Blackthorn.
Oh. One of the scouts couldn't keep... Unlike my best mate who didn't think I'd have told Anne. How long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. It's short enough on time as it is. Still, give us... You,
We can't afford...
Right, oh.
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the wall. The wash.
Akashic.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, no heroic luck.
August, the people...
I'm going to stop. And if you were there, take,
leave it, and...
Here we go! Fight some villains. Some bad guys. Yeah.
All right. Which one of you's first?
Alright, Scorp. Another one? Oh. Fucking Griffin. What fucking Griffin? Yeah, it's a fucking Griffin. There we go.
Is that it?
Uh-oh.
Apparently not.
More. Oh, fuck. Is that an enemy lion? Whatever it's called? The hell? The Chimera, okay. There we go. Kicked his ass. There we go.
question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
All right.
Sid, enough to give those Akashic monsters night, but mostly,
I'm afraid there's no getting rid of, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up...
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With either flood springing up, we'll fortify the gates to them, and I'll see that they go.
Right.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravosh needed, so...
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. You leaving gave me the... And from that day on, you'd have... no. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but... no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravosh what a true master blacksmith looks like. And even man those bellows of yours.
That's a kind offer. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw. I never thought I'd see this.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid. And a token of about designs for a certain...
Now hold on, Sultan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin would be proud of. But the engravings on that thing, and they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravosh in the first place? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different guy between the two of us.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Sultan...
As long as he can keep us...
Right.
Well, off back to the hideout.
Don't tell me we've run out of carpet.
You were just about to make a start on that.
Funny. But none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leatherwork for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge.
Alright, Joe Woken has Thread's account.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than
How does a rock have a Thread account? Are you seriously?
a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon.
Dwayne Johnson, let me search him up.
You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One
No.
legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to Friendship Reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
All right.
What do I owe the honor? And if that. What do you want?
Upgrading weapons, guys. Upgrading.
That it?
All right.
Clive, I was just delighted to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds, I'll give it as aids Netzer.
Gotta go to Eastpool.
Gizal agree.
Not the better, and yeah, and I'll.
I'm sure.
What brings you to East?
A delivery from Ma.
These are Gizal green seed. Martha's keen to cut the egg. I jest, of course, but they'd long since gone to seed.
Martha was hoping you might be able to show the bearers how to plant so that they'll be able to...
That's not a... These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds, but... They know little of freedom. Unless we teach them how to live. Not that myself and... It's about... Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait.
All of time it all. I gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for
Yes, so wait.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling. We don't have the numbers to hold.
Now you're out of time.
Precisely.
What if
you mean
so?
You're right, my lord. I will. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool! Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
If it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashek, Each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sawayd, but you'll be needed. Please.
Sawayd!
Then you know what you must. We work together, each shielding the forest
area.
We've no time to argue, my lord.
And I will do as you.
Suppose we'd better do.
Right, you.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Let this village fall. Get him! This one.
There we go. Enemy slain.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield! Change!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon.
Or the better half of it. Sawayd.
Hard to say. I could order...
No. Let them... You stay here too, Sawayd. I'll go after the curl. Join me only when...
If you're sure. May the Founder...
Next one's mine. I might...
Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rosfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool.
Anthony, it would have to be cut short and stuff. This game is way too long for a movie.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
See, these side missions, these small quests, they take too long.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have
Martha.
together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right, I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time, I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Level 40! Yeah! Oh man, do I want to... How long have I been playing? 107 minutes? Why now? I've got a bulkhead, whatever that is.
What's happened?
Clive, you'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
I'm gonna end this soon.
What is it this time?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravan, find...
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it.
Is something wrong?
Bonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican Army have fallen. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Their prices have fallen of late, but the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did you even find out about it?
It's not so surprised. This isn't over. The Consortium... I'm going to Randalama.
Alone?
Are you offering to be my... How kind. You go to... Even if some...
Well... From meeting the Silver Peak Consortium... You'll never join them after this, surely. She means to stay.
You have to trust.
You're right. And if El's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part. So I bid you farewell. I'll gather my men and leave for... You go to...
All right. Better not keep Eloise waiting. What I would give for a home.
When are they gonna let us through?
All the way.
hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those, but their representative hinted at a perfect...
Sir.
No, they...
Eloise! Word from Cashlock. A pack of beef... They need...
I'll go.
Right, I'll get...
Hold on, Theo.
Okay. This is a bit of a distance, so I gotta be careful.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way. Just have to pray.
I can do better than that.
Oh,
These creatures have already turned. Get him! This one. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Over here! There's more sicker! Get him!
Alright, boss battle done. 2 hours.
Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave.
You have my thanks, Cid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore!
So will you!
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore. Wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you, Clive.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people.
And now he's gone, because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life? He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that?
If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to... I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own. To continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Okay, that's it. I think I'm done.